So I'm gonna pause it right there. Like that, for me, that's a little offensive because he's saying this is like psychologists say this is called projecting. I mean, I think if you watch what happened between Pop and that reporter, Pop was trying to say has narrowed between international play, right? Where we used to be this much better, we're like this much better, and the days of blowouts are gone. So on one hand, Broussard and these guys are saying we're the best, but yeah, we've also had close games. So just from hearing that, like, what are some thoughts you have?
I mean, Coach Pop. First of all, like I said, shout out to Coach Pop. Shout out to Colin Coward, all the guys, Chris Broussard, Rob Parker.
Yep.
Um, Coach Pop, man, he is very old school. Don't get me wrong. So what he's saying is what you said. He's saying the margin is the gap is closing in terms of talent, in terms of the NBA and abroad. The issue is with all this controversy is that he's not making excuses. I wouldn't give him that. I would say it's probably more so the message. Coach Pop, I watched him cuss out Tim Duncan in a game and Tony Parker. Like, he's not going to hold back he's not going to hold back how he sends it to you. But you're going to get the message out of it. That's why they've had so much success. So that's who he is. So that's what I feel like people interpreting it wrong. But the other side of it is we in the social media area where everybody needs a story. So people that's putting this out there knows what he meant. But you need a story, so you have to say Coach Popovich is being rigid and old and out of date and out of touch. He's not out of touch. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give you the message the way he give it to you, and you receive it how you want to receive it. And I think that's what that was. I don't think it was more, I mean, if he is X's and O's doing stuff that they don't want to do, then that's something internally they need to talk about. We not in the locker room. We not watching him draw plays and his coaching staff draw plays. But like I said, I think they're gonna figure it out. But I just some of these guys now they get that you get that microphone in front of you
Mm.
and you can say whatever you want. And you got a coach like Gregg Popovich, he's not going for it. And I think the message got to be received. But like I said, there's a lot of other factors. So I understand the player side, but I also understand somebody like Coach Popovich and how he gives it up in terms of keeping it real. And, if it's an X's and O's thing, that's something they got to figure out internally. But
Mm.
if it's all of this stuff about him, I'm like, nah, y'all already know how he is. And you can't question his pedigree because of his career, you know what I'm saying? And his lineage in his league and what he's done. So, it may be a generational thing right now in terms of it may be that, it may be X's and O's. But nobody can question how Gregg Popovich has had success all these years. Bottom line, for me, that's how I feel.